This is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing no harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about us, they be hating on our grind, cause you know we coming up. We be spending all the time on these rhymes and the clubs. You can't steal my shine, cause I'm prime, never mind, cause fame and fortune be the only notion for them haters. Do many years in the game, so you know I pay my dues. No need for the fame, I'm taking names, so I know. And when Moshe blows up, I'm emailing all them.
Haters make me famous.
What the haters know about that Moshe music? Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I do this 25/8 pain and sweat on these tracks, haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I have no dinner table, my studio is the kitchen. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I got a degree on my wall, so it says I know what I'm doing. Haters.
Haters.
I dust off them haters, and then I take a pause. It's a shame that this game got us all so involved. They flapping their jaws and they grinding their teeth. Everybody fighting for the microphone on my beats. See my and my word is all I have. Call me Tony Montana on this label that I have. Having anger towards everyone reaching success. Haters coming and I'll be their number one prospect. I work real hard, it gains some respect. 24 hours on the beats and the internet. We fighting like some dogs, showing flaws with no regrets. While we fighting for the same bone on this conquest. Million man march occupies my mind frame. Yes, one man army with the heart of a terrorist. In my scope, I can see them haters running. No need to pull the trigger, cause I'm aiming for the sky, cousin.
Haters make me famous.
No need to lie my tracks, man, cause you know I'm the truth. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
Yeah, I'm a white boy from the south with do rag. So what? Haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I'm a self-taught fool with knowledge. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I don't give what all y'all think. For real. Haters.
Haters.
I don't take them back seats, I take the front row. If you're on my team, then you're sitting next to me. So loyal to the game, like my wifey and she show. No, I'm headed for the top, so no need for these side shows. My mic blows truth while them fools making up. My beats be my bullets, fully automatic, spitting blood. In their eyes, I can tell that they hate me while I'm blowing up on the internet. Faithfully, I got the upper hand, man. My fam got faith in me. I'm solid like a rock with my hip hop family. From the 425 through the streets of Miami. With them deucems up, man, I'm ready for the Grammys. My life be so sweet, yes, it's sweet like some candy. So I smile at them haters that can't stand me. I'm a warrior when it comes to this shit. Haters name me famous at
Moshe music. Haters make me famous.
I've been out on these streets since I was 15 and still pushing. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I'm a one-man army. Shit, huh? Haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
Go ahead and Facebook your mama and cry. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
And remember, haters, you made me famous.
Haters. 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 Haters make me famous.
Good morning, everybody. Cap Nation Live, Saturday, game day edition. Welcome, 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 everybody. Glad to have everybody tuning in. even the one douchebag with the thumbs down. We welcome you as well, you miserable son of a gun. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have everybody here. A new day, and some highlighted members. Glad to see it. Joe Free, good morning. Jermaine Reed, good morning. Greg Ingo, good morning, sir. Jace, good morning. Marcolo, Jeff. Leonard, good morning. Michael, good morning. Shane Johnson, good morning. Lord Travis, good morning. Jimmy Carson, good morning. Block Kid, good morning. You're here for some entertainment? Well, hopefully we can piece some together for you. Jacob, good morning. Jay Shep in the house. Joseph. Rory says we need some Christmas music. I don't know about that, but we'll take what we can get. Good morning, everybody. Jack Dent Jr. said, dude ain't said one word and you already got one thumbs down. You need to get that hate out of your blood, bro. Straight up morning, Kyle. Let's get to the bag. We definitely will. And you know you're doing something right before you even say one damn word. You got a thumbs down. Hell, I posted that daily free play video last night. When it got posted, I got an update letting me know that it was online. So I went and looked at it. It wasn't online 10 seconds. It's a 15-minute video. It wasn't online 10 seconds. It already had a thumbs down. Like, people really have nothing better to do on a Friday night, that they're that miserable that, oh, got a Cap Nation notification. I better go give them a thumbs down like it's really going to hurt my feelings or something. I was dying hysterical. Rodney, good morning. Gary, good morning. Sly in the house, good morning. Moose, good morning. Big Afro Kid, good morning. Nah, Sly, I've been actually in the office since, I've been here since 4:20-ish. 4:20, 4:25 when I rolled into the office. Mr. Cashington, do I do picks on all sports? Pretty much, including the Tijuana Turtles down in TJ. I'd have to say that I'm very well diversified in what I do. Stat Guap, Neverez, Last of a Dying Breed. Cody, good morning. We're here, we're proud, we're ready to rock, ready to roll. My cup of coffee is almost empty. But we'll take a break a little bit later to refill that. Prantia, good morning. UFC later on tonight. Guaranteed Saturday later on this afternoon. Oh my Lord, is it going to be a good day today. It is going to be a good day today. Todd, if you're watching, brother, I just sent you a text message welcoming you on board. I know you're new. I just jumped on that combo package. So I just texted you out my personal plays. Alrighty. I have a few more to send out and we'll get that done. Boy, did Nevada get hosed last night. If you guys watched that game, hot diggity dog, did they get hosed. Game of the week cashed with ease, most absolutely. UTEP North Texas over. Yes, Sly, we were definitely on trial. But hey, they exonerated us. They reversed it and agreed in our favor. I don't know, Thomas, but, you know, that replay, unless, I mean, and it wasn't like it was like one replay that maybe the network had that they didn't have in that Nevada game. That dude's knee was down from like 4 different angles. It was clear as day. How they missed that, beyond me. I don't know. I don't know how you missed that. I don't know how you continue on with that being a fumble. Iowa cashed with ease. Arizona State, no stress. Yeah, that was a nice premium play all the way around, man. We slaughtered every different direction on Arizona State. First half team total, full game team total, both of those cashing with ease in the first half. Todd, if I texted the wrong number. Hold on. Go figure. Go figure. I texted somebody with somebody else got some random plays. They're coming your way right now. I just sent you a message letting you know it's me, and they are. They're there now. You should have them. You should have them now. Just let me know that you got them. Joe Free says Nevada got robbed on the one about to score, fumble and review. Damn refs. I definitely don't say a team gets screwed very often, and it's not because I was on the side of that game. I don't care if I was on the other side of that game. They absolutely got hosed. They absolutely got hosed on that call. No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know how you swing that one and say that they didn't get hosed. That was, I don't know. I don't even know what you're supposed to say about that one. Focus Sports, good morning. Jimmy Carson, hey man, send you some plays. Okay, send me some money. How about that one? Robert S., good morning. Shane, good morning. Yeah, Thomas, it definitely makes you wonder, because there was, like you said that you think that there was 4 reviews that all went in San Jose's favor, then no review on that long catch for Nevada. It was very interesting. It was definitely very interesting, that's for sure. Awesome, Todd. I'll send you a text message after the live show as well. Premium plays are online, guaranteed Saturdays online. Remember, if you have that combo package or multiple packages, and you want to be able to cycle back and forth from one to the other, if you are using a cell phone, make sure you turn it sideways. Make sure you scroll down just a little bit until you see your username. Click that little box. That's got 4 little windows in it. And then scroll down. Guys, give me 1 second, okay? Hold on 1 second. Yes. Thank you. All right, we're back. Dr. Franco, good morning. Thomas Ryan says, go Navy, beat Army, absolutely. Don't have $1 on that one, but definitely go Navy. Always got to root for the midshipmen, regardless of where my money's at. Edward, good morning. Says you and Shane need saving. Jimmy, just go to our website and you can see all our packages on our website. Yeah, Kirk, the San Jose game, Nevada got screwed on that drive, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Not much we can do about that one now. Gonna be a good day today. If you're new to the channel, you best hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you do not miss a beat on anything that we do. Got a lot of fun stuff planned over the course of the weekend. A lot of fun stuff planned. Guaranteed Saturday tonight, or this afternoon. UFC tonight. UFC tonight. Premium plays popping off. Only one early premium play today, folks. So for everybody that hasn't logged in yet, there's only one early premium play. And whoops, hitting the wrong button. I added a couple more sound effects to the soundboard. I recorded some of my own. Jimmy Carson, if you want to know about buying packages, you need to just go to our website. So if you hear my voice talking over myself, it might just be an added sound effect. You never know. I'm going to slowly start breaking them in over the course of the next week. And it's going to be for some fun, that's for sure. That is for sure. Some people have some access to some new emojis. There will be some more dropping very soon. If you don't have access to them, then you're missing. You're missing out, that's for sure. But we definitely have some custom emojis and some fun stuff coming. Exclusive live shows, exclusive member-only chat. Thank you, Moose, for posting the link for me. I do appreciate that. Recap from yesterday, and then we'll roll right into today because, let's be honest, there are a lot of games to touch today. There's a lot of games to reach out and touch today. Yesterday was a good day. Starting from game of the week, my personal play game of the week, UTEP, North Texas, over 63.5. Getting the job done yesterday. Easy. Not only did we smoke that closing line, but we smoked the books on that one as well. Alonzo, good morning. Our big college basketball big game promo package had a nice winner yesterday. On South Dakota State laying 10, they won by 12. That was a nice winner. So that was basically like 2 games of the weeks in one. If you guys aren't familiar with our college basketball big game promo, it's 6 weeks of college basketball big games. That's it. Games that should be game of the weeks or guaranteed Saturday style plays. 1 to 2 of them at a week at a minimum. Everybody that was on the March Madness package got that package for free. We had a nice big win yesterday. Rumor is there might just be another one tomorrow. Won't know until later on after COVID tests and all of that stuff. Chad Miller, thank you for jumping on board the 3 days of premium plays. Mr. Engel, thanks for jumping on board guaranteed Saturday. Nate, thanks for jumping on board the UFC fight package. Thomas, thanks for jumping on board the UFC fight package for the month, as well as the big Max fight pick tonight. Rest of the recap, my personal plays ended up going 2-1-1. I know some people went 3-1 on that one. I ended up pushing North Texas and West Virginia, laying 12 on West Virginia. They ended up winning by 12. They were down by 8 at the half. They battled back. They plenty of opportunities at the end of the game to cover, and I thought they were going to. I thought they were going to get that last foul at the end, and they didn't. They ended up pushing. I had one ticket at 11.5, one ticket at 12, so I'll take the push. I gave it out at 12. We'll record it as a push, but that was nice not to have to lose that one. I did drop the over in the Seton Hall game. We gave that out as a free play here. That was definitely a close but no cigar one. I think we got to 144, and it was a pretty low-scoring first half. They put it on in the second half, and unfortunately fell just a couple buckets short. Arizona State first half team total over 17, cashing that in the first quarter. Nevada San Jose State first quarter over 13.5, cashing that one as well for a nice 2-1-1 day. Premium plays having the big day yesterday yet again, 3-1 on premium plays. The only one we dropped, Murray State laying 5.5, which was the only one that we dropped. Arizona State's full game team total over 33.5. We cashed the full game bet in the first half. That was a nice one right there. And then had a nice Arizona State laying 11 as a premium play, which gave you guys for free. And then a nice teaser, UTEP plus 17. If you guys listened to the live show, I was talking about how UTEP plus the 10 was a live dog. We took them on a teaser at plus 17, cashed that part of it, and we teased it with Arizona State, which obviously was an easy winner. So all the way around, 3-1 there, 2-1-1 there. Big college basketball promo package was a winner. Game of the week was a winner. Easy to say that yesterday was a very, 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 very big day for us, and it didn't matter which direction you looked. Going to try and duplicate that today and see what we can do and put more money in your guys' pockets, all right? Because that is the name of the game. I know we all want more money in everybody's pockets. Tom says, I like Bama first half. They should score a bunch and be up plenty to get the second string some playing time in the second half. You know, I thought that too. I definitely looked hard and long at that game, the Bama game. And Arkansas is capable of putting up some points. Arkansas is definitely capable of putting up some points. That is for sure. And that was the only thing that scared me. It was the only thing that scared me on that one. And not really scared me, just enough to not want to bet it. That was all. In 1 second here. Scott, good morning. Good morning, Scott. As many of you can see, Sippy Sports shows us Southern Miss, right? As many of you guys can see right next to, and I'm sure I'll have to talk about this, I'm sure it'll get asked a few times, but as many of you guys can see right next to the subscribe button, there's a new tab called Join. YouTube has opened up their subscription and membership services to us, which answer so many people's needs and wants for our YouTube channel. And it kills so many birds with one stone for us that it's actually really nice. Give me 1 second, folks. So the new Join tab, the YouTube memberships. First of all, our live shows 7 days a week will never change. They will always be free. Live shows will always be free for Cappers Nation Live. Daily free play videos. Hence the name Daily Free Play Videos. emphasize on the free part, will always be free. The 7 days a week content will always be free. Many of you have asked for a members-only live chat where you can cut out probably all of the drama from the trolls that show up. Some of you have asked for members-only live shows, and that's exactly what this allows us to do. So there's 2 levels to the YouTube memberships, and they're both really cheap. One is $9.99, the other is $14.99. And they actually come with some really cool added perks. One of them, for the $9.99 membership, which is the Cappers Nation membership, not only do you get a badge and your name highlighted. Sippy, no way, brother. You're not a troll. Not at all. Troll's a douchebag, and they only last about maybe a minute or 2 before they get the beat. They get booted. So you get a badge letting you know that you are a member, your name highlighted, access to custom emojis, and the more that sign up, the more emojis it allows us to utilize. So as the days go by, there'll be more emojis that pop up, which big deal. No, big deal on that one. That ain't what it's for. But the fun stuff is for that package. Everybody on the Cap Nation membership will get one exclusive members only video breakdown game per week. They will also get access to one members only live show per week. A members only exclusive. So it won't be a Cappers Nation live show. It'll be a one-on-one live show with me. Could be from the office, could be from anywhere, but we'll have a live show, go over games, put out free plays. And then it's exclusive to members only. And then the other one, the Cap Nation family membership, which is $14.99, gets all of that. And the only difference is there's an additional video per week. So you'll get 2 exclusive videos that nobody else on YouTube will be able to see. There'll be exclusive videos. And you'll get an additional live show, an exclusive additional live show. And then I believe they'll be adding on discount to merchandise, etc., etc., etc. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm actually really excited to do the first. I don't have a schedule for the live shows. I'll be posting about it so that way everybody's aware of it and when it's going to happen. Etc., etc., etc. But I'm hoping to do one in the next day or 2, the very first one. So it'll be fun. It's going to be fun. So that's what the join button is all about. And that's all through YouTube. Jalen, the family pack is going to be fun. And by no means does that take away from, premium plays or my personal plays or anything like that. It's more geared towards the private live shows. They make us do the other stuff, but it's, basically just going to make things a lot more fun around here. All right, so we're going to start taking a look at some games. We got college basketball. We got college football. It's going to be a busy day. We got soccer. It's definitely going to be a busy day. And we're going to see what we can find. NBA preseason. Shane, does USC win? I hope so. I hope my team wins. I hope my team wins. Bryant and Stony Brook over 161. Hot diggity dog. Their games just keep going higher and higher on the totals. Their games just keep going higher and higher on the totals. King Jr. says, study long, study wrong. Easy day to day. Interesting. Michael says, Georgia team total over 34. Things have been clicking with JT Daniels at the helm. There's a former Trojan. There's a former Trojan. Makes it easy to root for Georgia, right? I know Joe Free's on the Bryant over bubble. And riding that one. I think it's definitely worth a shot, that's for sure. Ronald Brown says, Capper's back on YouTube, easier to find and follow. It's actually not easier to find. Ronald, all you had to do was go to our website, cappersdirect.com. It doesn't get any easier than that. You go to YouTube, you got to go to youtube.com, then you got to type in Cappers Direct into the search engine. When you could just went to cappersdirect.com. Whenever we're not on YouTube, all you got to do is just go straight to our website. Just got to go straight to our website. Makes it simple, 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 simple. Dr. Franco, good morning. T-Step, good morning. Give me 1 second. Okay. What is this? You guys must be betting it because I just clicked on it and they're definitely moving the juice. That's for sure. They're moving the juice around. Alrighty, logging into our system here. Do we want to start with college football? College basketball? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. But first, before we do any of that, we're going to take a glance at soccer and see if we have any early action soccer for everybody. Because nothing like yelling goal in the middle of the live show. Although that sound effect is not ready. Although I did hear one once and I meant to go purchase it and it was gone. Alrighty, give me 1 second, folks. Logging in. We'll take a gander at what's available and see if we can have some fun today. I know we're going to have fun today. Okay. Taking a gander at some soccer. If you don't like soccer, too bad. But don't worry, we'll be right to college football here in just a minute. some Premier League games here in a little bit. Focus Sports is like Sevilla. You know, you're not the only one. As far as the Premier League goes, I do have a little lean on Chelsea, but that's a 3 p.m. Eastern time game. A little bit later. One second. I did take a look last night. I was taking a look at some of the English Championship games. Watford definitely had my interest. I didn't bet it. Not yet anyways. But they definitely had my attention. I think they're minus $1.20. And that game, I think that game starts at 10 o'clock. The game starts at 10 o'clock. They're coming out. I know they were coming off their 2-0 victory. Edward, are you asking me or somebody else? Chris, you got lucky on Aston Villa this morning. Very nice. Very nice. Give me 1 second here. All right. Scrolling down the list. See if we can find anything else for you guys to start early. Skip the Czech, skip Poland, skip Slovakia, skip Ukrainian, Romanian, Spanish soccer. Yeah, 10-15 Sevilla. Plus 126, or as a pick, minus a half. Is definitely enticing. I don't have any money on that one. Now, where did it go? Because there was one that I actually really liked. I did not put it out as a personal play. I actually did not give out any soccer today. Now at 2:45 Eastern time, Italian soccer, Lazio, or however you pronounce them. I can't pronounce them. Nathan says no soccer. Well, too fucking bad. You don't like it? You don't have to watch it. You don't have to bet it. That's why it says Cappers Nation Live. Lazio laying 130 on the money line. I did like. Definitely liked. And more than likely, like 99% sure, I will have money on that game. A little bit later today. A little bit later today, I will have some money on that one. And then Seattle to hoist the cup for Major League Soccer. Focus Sports, you have them as well. Ronald, you're very welcome. Always will, brother. Always will. I actually enjoy betting soccer. Frozen screen, we'll get that fixed. We'll get that fixed. No official free plays today for soccer, but I definitely like that one. Chelsea a little bit later. Oh, where did it go? Let's see here. Little 3-team parlay. I'll tell you guys what it is. Little 3-teamer for fun, all soccer, just to make Nathan happy. Chelsea in the Premier League. Lazio. And then in German soccer, Bayern. Little 3-team parlay. 100 pays 307. You've got a minus 286, minus 139, and a minus 132. I'll put a little 350 on it. Pays back 1077 plus my money back. And try and lock it in here. Oh, they changed the odds on the Chelsea to minus 141. Paying back $1,069.06. Lock it in and end this bet. Nice little 3-team parlay. Yeah, I looked at the Man City game. I did. All right, what does this say? All right. So we're going to move right along, and we're going to jump right into some football. Right into college football. Do a couple breakdowns, go refill the latte. Because it's now empty. There might be another sip down there. Nathan's got jokes. Let's bet those 3 the other way and y'all win. If that's the case, Nathan, why are you here? I'm just going to ask in all honesty. If that's the way that you think about what we put out, why the fuck are you here, shipmate? Excuse my language. Here, let me hit the beat button. I'm just curious. You're always like Negative Nancy. If I had the way to edit somebody's name on here, Nathan's name would be Negative Nancy. It's funny, I don't ever hear you have anything positive to say. Edward, it was the 3-team parlay. Bayern Munich, German soccer. Chelsea on the money line, minus 141. Actually, Nathan, I'm not being sensitive. It's an honest question. Do you have a problem answering it? Seems to me the only sensitive one is you that has a problem answering it. It is an honest question. Oh, and Lazio, minus 132. Edward. Here, I'll take a screenshot on the iPad. And let me send it to, I'll post it. Is this a free play? No. Not an official free play, but I'll post it up there. So everybody can see it. Didn't say anything about not liking soccer. I talking about your direct comment of go ahead and bet the opposite and you'll win. If that's the way you feel, why are you here? Do you have a problem answering that question? Because if you do, I'll just answer it for you. I mean, I'm giving you a fair, legitimate shot to answer the question rather than me just being a dickhead. But it seems to me that you don't have any answer for your asinine comment. And if you don't like my comment, well, too bad. But again, I'll ask you one more time. If you don't want to answer it, you don't have to. But if that's the way you feel about the plays and what we put out here, why are you here? Because I can assure you I win a hell of a lot more soccer than I lose. But it's okay. I'll sit here and I'll wait while I post a copy of this ticket here. You let me know, brother. Thank you, Focus Sports. Thank you, Focus Sports. I appreciate you posting it in the comment section as well. Yeah, Nathan, we, as in the entire company. There's more than just me here. Anytime you want to stop by the office, I'll be more than happy to give you a tour. That's Bet with Bet Online. Bet Online. Definitely not butthurt. I assure you, Nathan, there's nothing in this world that you can say that will make me butthurt. I'm not butthurt. Again, you still will not answer the direct question, so... Oh, no, Focus Sports, anybody can question me. Yeah, Mike, he's definitely on Twitter. He's a client. He's a client. I'm going to make sure he gets a lot of soccer plays from here on out. That's for sure. All right, so everybody have enough time to take a look at that parlay? All right, so get this one off the screen and we'll move back to the breakdowns. So for everybody liking soccer, there you go. And again, you don't like soccer, you don't have to bet it. Hopefully we cash in that little parlay. It'd be a nice little all-day action. Joseph says, Utah's beat, you guys are talking about Utah and Colorado. Utah's beaten Colorado 3 straight times for 20 plus, but keep in mind, Utah beat USC like 5 straight times to Utah, or 3, whatever it was, and they got the absolute beatdown by my Trojans. Aaron Gore, good morning, sir. Thanks for joining on the Cap Nation YouTube memberships. Robert S., glad to know that I can crack you up. Alrighty, so without further ado, we're going to jump right into the breakdowns. And in no particular order or any of that fashion. I definitely think Renault, the only reason I even gave him the time of the day is because he's an actual customer. That's the only reason why I gave him the time of the day was because he's a customer. Other than that, I would have gave him the boot a lot earlier. That's for sure. So I was just giving him the respect as a customer to answer a question. Doesn't want to answer it? Okay. No big deal. But they definitely don't get to me. I may curse, that's because I was a sailor and the F word, which I try and refrain from because I've got a 5-year-old at home, is like every other word. So I definitely try and refrain. But yeah, people can hate all they want. They definitely don't get to me, that's for sure. Not in this industry. Jay Shep, absolutely. Definitely. Michael, I definitely think the Utah lines have been off. And Utah is not the same Utah program that it was. Plain and simple. And I think the books, like you were saying, keep thinking that they're going to make strides and improve. And keep making headway, and they don't. They just simply don't. They keep regressing and getting their ass kicked, one after another, after another, after another. Focus Sports, it's actually going to be the first game that we break down. I did put out a daily free play on that game. Edward likes when I give opposite sides joking, right? Take Coastal Carolina, take Troy, take the over, and definitely come back and do a parlay with Troy and the under. Right? Doing that one. Renault says, respect those who respect you. That's definitely a fact. I respect everybody that comes into the live show. Even, trust me, even some douchebags definitely get a lot more leeway than they should. That's for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure. Well, if he didn't find the games in the comment sections, he could hit the rewind button and see it on the screen, as I posted it on the screen, so everybody should be able to see it on the screen for that parlay. Mike, it's always my pleasure, brother. I know sometimes I'm not the fastest to reply to text because there's just so many of them sometimes that just keep coming in. So I try and reply to everybody. I try and reply to everybody as fast as possible. That's for sure. Doesn't always happen that way, but I definitely try. And again, if you guys ever text me and I don't reply in a timely manner, all you got to do is just send me another one, because chances are I probably didn't see it. Probably I just didn't see it, more than likely. Sometimes they get buried down, especially if it's in the middle of when I'm sending you plays. If you guys reply like right away, I mean, I'm sending like almost 300 text messages. So if I'm sending out games and you guys just got a game and you got a question, you're probably better off waiting about 5 to 10 minutes and then asking me, because if not, it gets buried down to like 300 text messages. And I go down and I look for them, but sometimes I definitely miss some. Mr. Cashington wants to eat the world's most expensive steak today. Okay, just break out your Amex, and I'm sure you'll be able to. Tony J, we'll try and take a look at that one. If we have time, we'll try and take a look at that one. We're going to do the Coastal Carolina game, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some early action games as well. Well, Henry, if they didn't get robbed, if Nevada didn't get robbed on that review, that was just clear as day to even a blind man, I think the outcome would have been a lot different. Thomas Ryan, what's the difference between the UFC one-day pass and the max fight pick? The max fight pick is just one play. It's FC's biggest UFC bet of the night, and he puts a guarantee on that one, guaranteed to win, or you'll get the next one free, whereas the UFC one-day membership is his entire fight card. It's his entire fight card that has all the write-ups, all the parlays, strong leans, fight picks, with the exception of the max fight pick. It's the only one that's not on there is the max fight pick. Holy moly, good morning. All right, so we're going to jump into this Coastal Carolina game for everybody first, because I did put out a daily free play in it. So we'll go over that one, and then we're going to jump right into the other games that are early. How much money does UFC put on its max fight picks? You mean FC? And he puts a good amount, that's for sure. Hell, I put a good amount. But anyways, Alex, good morning, sir. Take a look, Coastal Carolina. Troy game 119, 120. Oh boy, Troy. 5-5 straight up, 4-6 against spread, 2-7-1 to the over. And then you got Coastal Carolina 10-0. 8-1-1 against spread, 5-5 to the over. Aaron Gore says FC was on fire with the Bellator card. Absolutely. Mr. Cashington, I don't know what he's been betting lately on him, but I know it's in the thousands, and more than one, and more than two, and more than three. So he fires on the max. So do I. If you want to see tickets, my tickets anyways, just go take a look at my Twitter. Aaron Gore dropping the I bet with the GOAT emoji. I like seeing that one posted. First of all, line on this one, Coastal Carolina laying 13.5. Plus 12.5 for Troy. A plus 395 money line dog. 51.5 is the full game total. 26.5 is the first half total. Coastal Carolina's team total sitting at 32. Troy sitting at 19.5. Troy 13-4 against spread their last 5 years against strong passing teams, averaging more than 7.9 yards per attempt. Troy 16-7-2 to the under against decent passing teams, averaging more than 7.5 yards per attempt. The last two meetings, actually last three meetings, have actually gone over the total. Last year's went over the total. It was a 36-35 victory by Coastal Carolina. The year before that, it was a 45-21 victory by Troy. And then a 42-17 victory by Troy back in 17 as well. Both teams obviously coming off a win. None bigger than Coastal Carolina's 22-17 victory over BYU. Boy, was that a game last week. Absolutely loved that game last week. Has a total of 63, stayed way under the total. They were catching 8.5. They were a 5-point dog winner. Troy, on the other hand, stumping South Alabama to a 29-0 victory. Before that, they had 3 straight losses, losing to Appalachian State 47-10, losing to Middle Tennessee State 20-17, and losing to Georgia Southern 20-13. Now, when you start taking a look at the numbers here, and you start comparing both teams side by side, first of all, Coastal Carolina is averaging 37 points a game. They're averaging 5.2 yards per carry. You want to talk about a team running the ball and jamming it down somebody's throat. That's Coastal Carolina. They're averaging 212 in the air, 9.4 yards per passing attempt. They may only pass the ball 23 damn times a game, but when they do, it's for a good chunk of yardage, that's for sure. Troy averaging 26.3 points per game when on offense. They average 3.4 yards per carry, 104 yards a game on the ground. Not the best ground and pound game, that's for sure. But they definitely make it up running 40 passing plays a game. They're still only averaging 284 a game through the air, 7.1 yards per passing attempt. When you start taking a look at the defensive side of things, that's where I think you start to see some big key things. First of all, turnovers. Coastal Carolina coming in +9 on the turnover department. All right. Troy, -2. An 11 turnover differential in favor of Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina giving up only 16.8 points per game, 143 on the ground, 4.2 yards per carry. They also give up 6.7 yards per passing attempt, 187 in the air is what they give up. Very stingy secondary. Very, 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 very stingy. Troy giving up 24.1 points per game. They give up 4.1 yards per carry, 166 on the ground. They're going to be going up against a Coastal Carolina offense that averages 228 yards a game and 5.2 yards per carry. So the Troy defense is definitely going to have their hands full when it comes to Coastal Carolina's run game. And then they give up 228 yards in the air on 33 passing attempts at 6.9 yards per passing attempt. That Coastal Carolina offense, when they pass the ball, they're going to pick up chunk yardage. That's for sure. Now, as far as the side of the game, I think this one can go both ways. When you take a look at Coastal Carolina, on paper, they should beat the team by at least 2 touchdowns, maybe 17 points. That's on paper. If they get into a situation where they're really not paying attention to Troy, they're celebrating still from their big victory over BYU, they can get caught. I don't think that they're going to get beat. I don't think Troy is a plus 395 underdog by no means. I think Troy can be live to cover the spread, to cover the 13.5, if Coastal Carolina downplays this game. If Coastal Carolina downplays this game, I think they get caught. If they don't downplay it, by all means, should this one be a rout. By all means. Now, they are an absolute covering machine. 8-1-1. And if you were betting $100 on every one of Coastal Carolina's games, every single time they play, you'd be up $690. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now they do play a little later on. All right, it's not an early game. So while I do lean towards Coastal Carolina, laying the 13.5, I might bet it later on. See how the morning games go. But one thing that I am betting on it, and we'll go over that right now, is Coastal Carolina's team total. over 32 for their team total. I'm going to put that on the board. It's in the daily free play video. I'm going to put that up on the board for you guys. Mike, I'm along the same lines as you, but I have to think the what ifs. If they're still partying and celebrating, then they could get caught. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. Get that up on the board there. Get that up on the board there. Ready to lock it in. Well, I already locked it in last night when we put it out. If you guys didn't bet it, you should. Fast Freddy in the house. Says Troy. With at least 2 interceptions today. I like that. Never as am I the model on the... No, I don't even know where that stuff came. That's something the company did. That's not even our normal merchandise. Focus Sports. Steering clear of the first quarter over. Steering clear of the first quarter over on that one. The only thing that I have bet is their team total. Is their team total. Steven Sanchez, yeah, UFC is out. Remember, if you have multiple packages and you're using a cell phone, turn it sideways, scroll down, click the small little box that's got 4 little windows in it, and then you'll be able to see it. Give me 1 second, folks. Give me 1 quick second. We're going to... Some lines definitely on the move this morning. Some lines definitely on the move this morning. That is for sure. We will take a look at that Alabama game, even though I'm not really sure. There's that much to talk about when it comes to Bama. One quick second here. Making sure that my bets for our premium plays are in. I met my personal plays that were early. Jeff says, Kyle, nice pick on the big game package last night. Thank you. Yeah, the College Hoops big game promo was definitely a nice one yesterday. It was nice to see the big bounce back. And looking forward to another. There's a potential on having one tomorrow. Joe Jet says, Kyle, you're great picking MAC over games. Which one do you like to go over today? We'll try and take a look at some of the MAC action games. Give me 1 quick second. Okay. There's MAC action Saturday, absolutely. Alex, have I gone over the Fresno game? No, we've actually only broken down the Coastal Carolina game. Mike Brown, how do you narrow it down to 5 or 6 plays? First of all, go down the list. Find things that pop out at you and that stand out. And start there. Start there for starters. Start there for starters. Start with stuff that stands out. Thomas, glad you like the UFC. Definitely some rain and wind in the MAC action games. I think some of them still have the potential to go over with the predominant running programs. All right, so first one that we're going to break down. And I'm going to do this in no particular order, but I'm going to focus in on some noon start games. Mr. Cashington, does it matter what my stance is on another company? Kind of sounds like a loaded question to me. Kind of sounds like a loaded question to me, especially for somebody that's never been here before. But if you have common sense and your ears work, then you should be able to make your own assumption. So I'd rather hear what's your stance on them rather than mine. Because let's be honest, my stance on another company doesn't matter. No, I'm just curious. What's your stance on them? All right, so Bama, 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 Bama. The Alabama Bama. The number 1 team in the country, Bama. The team that's facing off against Arkansas, Bama. The team that's laying 31.5, Bama. With a total of 68.5 and a first half number of 19.5. Mr. Cashington, not a weird question at all. Just we get a lot of people in here trying to cause rifts between companies. But hell, if you want to get both sides of the games, the same games, 10 different times in a day, feel free to watch SBR videos. Now, Alabama laying 31.5. What is there to say about Alabama? Let's be honest. What is there to say about Alabama? Number 1 team in the country. Yes. Rolling over everybody in their way. Yes. Smashing everybody in their way. Yes. Making good teams look bad. Yes. Fast Freddy wants to know what happened to the Jack in the Box for Bozo the Clown used to wind up and Bozo the Clown used to pop up at us. My dog ate it. Took that shit home for my little one. My dog saw it and said, yeah, no. Took that shit outside. And the puppy had about 2 minutes with the Jack in the Box. And let me tell you, Bozo was shredded. So when you're taking a look at Bama, and first of all, this game number is game 303, 304. Well, Mr. Cashington, based off your question and your statement, there's no need to even mention them here because you're not on their channel. You're here on our channel. And if you want to see copies of tickets and people that actually bet, then you're in the right place. Is Alabama a lock laying 31.5? No. Can Alabama cover the 31.5? Hell yes. Should they cover the 31.5? On paper, no. In reality, yes. Yes, Fast Freddy, the toy Jack in the Box. Yes. The one Pop Goes the Weasel. Yeah. Dog said hell no. Alabama's 13-2 to the over on the road against weak rushing defense, yielding more than 5 yards per carry. Arkansas is actually 4-2 against the spread in their last 6 games against Alabama. The reason why I say Alabama is not a lock, is not a guaranteed victor, and on paper they shouldn't cover, is based on how Arkansas has played fellow opponents. Take a look, and granted it was the first game of the season, but take a look at that Missouri game that Alabama played back in week number 1 on the 26th of September. They beat Missouri on the road 38-19. Same scenario, they're on the road today against Arkansas. Arkansas was just on the road against Missouri, playing in Missouri, and they lost 50-48. They kept it close. They put up a shit pile of points. Whereas Alabama didn't blow them out. They didn't cover the 28.5. And I think covering 31.5 will be tough. Now, I think they win, and I think they win convincingly. I just think the 31.5 might, and I say might, be a tough stretch here. You got Alabama averaging 49.2 points a game, 187 on the ground, 5 yards a carry, 11.9 yards per passing attempt at 361 yards in the air. They're averaging 550 yards a game on offense, 11.1 yards per point. Then there's Arkansas averaging just over 4 TDs a game, 28.2 points per game, 159 on the ground at 4.1 yards per carry, 255 in the air at 8.6 yards per passing attempt. But where you really got to take a look at is on the defense. First of all, Bama's defense, let's talk about it. They don't give up very many points. They did give up 17 in their beat down to LSU. They gave up 13 to Auburn. They gave up 3 to Kentucky. They skunked Mississippi State and Mike Leach. They gave up 17 to Tennessee, 24 to Georgia, and they gave up a season-high 48 to Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss. They gave up 24 to Texas A&M in the beginning of the season, and they also gave up 19 to Missouri. Now, I think Arkansas scores some points here, all right? Arkansas's defense. They give up 33 points a game. They give up 4.5 yards a carry, 189 on the ground. This is going to be right in line with Alabama numbers. Except for that rush yardage number will probably be a lot higher. They give up 263 in the air at 6.8 yards per passing attempt. The one thing that I do like about this game is both teams are plus in the turnover department. +8 for Arkansas, +6 for Alabama. That's one spot where Arkansas actually beats them in stats. Now, I think Alabama has a chance to cover, yes. Do I think it's a given? No. I think it's going to be a dogfight for that 31.5 to cover. But one thing that I think is definitely a viable option would be putting Alabama in some type of teaser, teasing it down 7.5 points, getting it in that 24 to 25 range is definitely a viable option. Is definitely a viable option. Thomas G, no, this is not the first breakdown. So if I was going to do anything on the Alabama game, I definitely lean towards putting them in a teaser, teasing it down. Now, as far as the total goes, a whole different ball game. Don't have a dollar on the total. 68.5. If Alabama does what they've been doing and puts up their near 50 points, and Arkansas keeps it within covering on the spread, then it goes over the 68.5. So I definitely lean towards the over 68.5 as well. I think there's an opportunity for that to go over. It was 66 earlier. That line has jumped 68.5 now. Some people might have lower. Johnny K says Razorbacks plus 31 at home sound good on paper. 100%. They sound great on paper. They sound amazing on paper. It's just a matter of every game where there's been a big dog against Alabama looks good on paper until Alabama rolls them 66-0. Until it actually happens. All right, so we're going to jump into another game day breakdown. We're going to jump into another game day breakdown. We will have free plays. We're going to have some fun today. Mr. Bear says, I always question people who sell picks for $1.99 or $5. You know, what's good is not cheap, and what's cheap is never really good. Longshot 89 says, too much other lower hanging fruit today to grab. I agree. You know, and that's one of the reasons why I say Alabama on a teaser is a viable option. Now, if they were laying 24, I'd probably hammer the snot out of it. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second, folks. All right, so I'm going to pop up another one while I'm helping a customer here. We'll pop up another game day breakdown. Give me 1 second. Okay. Are there any overs that I like? Definitely. Definitely. I gave out a couple. There's a premium that I like. As far as the generalization of the games, we'll go over some of those. I like the over in the Coastal Carolina team total. Next game that we're going to break down, we're going to take a look. Somebody give me one of the early games to break down. Do you guys want the Minnesota-Nebraska, the Fighting Illini and Northwestern, or Western Michigan and Ball State? You guys let me know which one you guys want for the breakdown out of those three, and I'll do that, and I'll do that now. That way we do another early one. Christopher says, yep, can't get my money to people say ticket is in my pocket. You mean the people that won't show it? All right, according to the chat, it's looking like it's going to be the Ball State game. So we'll do the Ball State game first. We'll probably do the other ones as well. Don't worry. Don't worry. Good to see what everybody likes to see this morning. Thomas G says also Mr. Cashington. Here Kyle isn't going to just spit out a bunch of random free picks. He'll break down games and he'll do a little barbershop talk. Absolutely. Absolutely. One thing that you won't get here is you won't get me saying take Minnesota, then lay the points on Nebraska, take the over, and then I promise you I won't have somebody else come on that's getting paid $25 to make a video just to tell you to take the under. Joe Jets, Kyle, thinking of teasing the over 29 in the Army-Navy game with one of your personal plays. Why would you do that? I already gave you winners. No need to jeopardize it on an Army-Navy game that historically goes under the total. Two teams that are only going to run the ball and milk the clock. Sounds like an under disaster. Tar Heel Tim, you have until 6 p.m. to sign up. It may not necessarily be at 6 p.m., but you have until 6 p.m. Eastern time to get on board Guaranteed Saturday, which if you're not on it, you're going to want to. Monster play today. Monster play today. And it does come with the big guarantee. Guarantee to win, you get the next one free. And it's a flat-out winner today. Flat-out winner today, boys and girls. I am definitely ready to hammer the snot out of it. And then tomorrow, we have our big Sunday NFL guarantee play. We are 10-3 on the year for a nice 77%. I'm excited for that one. That one will actually be on the website a little later today as well. Supposed to be. Supposed to be. Yeah, the Army game total is low for a very specific reason. All right, so first of all, Ball State, Western Michigan. They're playing in Muncie, Indiana. You need to go and take a look at that weather. Why? Because it's supposed to be nasty. All right? It's supposed to be nasty. Does rain scare me on a total? No. Does wind scare me on a total? Yes, if you're betting the over. First of all, and it's the max, so the over is always in play. So you need to definitely take a look at the weather. Popping up the 10-day weather report. Let's focus in on the hourly weather report. It is supposed to be raining today in Muncie, Indiana. And actually, the rain has stopped. It's already petered out and left. And now you're left with that big wind. 16, 17, 20-mile-an-hour winds. This game goes down at noon Eastern time here in an hour and 15 minutes. Where you're looking for roughly 16 to 17-mile-an-hour winds. Randy G, yes, My personal plays did go out this morning. If you guys are on my personal plays and you did not get a text message from me, please do send me a message. All right, if you're on my personal plays and you did not get my message, please let me know. That way I can make sure you get on them. Todd, thanks for jumping on board the UFC fight package. Gunter, thanks for jumping on board the UFC fight package as well. Mr. Ryan, you as well. So, no more rain. A lot of wind up there in Muncie, Indiana. Joe Free, can we please go over the Iowa game? I think we can. I think we can probably squeeze that in, hopefully, in the next hour. So now that we got the weather out of the way, let's pop up the game, the odds, and all of that good stuff that go into this one. It's game 399 and 400. Almost to 399. There we go. Taking a look at the numbers. It is a pick as of right now. Minus 107 for Ball State on the money line, minus 113 for Michigan. Total set over and under 65. Jay Shep, yes, UFC is posted, but I'm assuming you have multiple packages. So remember, turn your phone sideways. Scroll down just a little bit. Look for that good username that you've already picked out. And then right underneath your username, there's going to be a small little box with 4 windows in it. Click on that box. And after you click that box, scroll down. You'll be able to see all your packages and cycle back and forth from package to package. Joe, very nice. Very nice. What did you cook the grandson for breakfast? Hopefully some bacon and eggs. Well, no eggs for the little one, but some bacon and pancakes sounds like a good grandson meal. FM 818229, we'll try and take a look at that one. Dr. Frank, I was just looking at the weather and it looked like it cleared up. I didn't see any snow in the forecast. Partly cloudy at noon Eastern time with wind. But yeah, definitely heavy wind. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay. When you start diving into this game, you've got that big total of 65 for some MAC action Saturday. Bacon, eggs, and pancakes. Ooh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. You've got Western Michigan averaging 44.6 points a game. They average 191 yards a game on the ground at 5.2 yards per carry. They average 286 in the air, 12.1 yards per passing attempt. As far as Ball State, averaging 34.4 points per game, 194 on the ground, 4.1 yards per carry, 8.5 yards per passing attempt at 285 yards in the air. When you start taking a look at their defense, because in the MAC, it's really the defenses that matter. I mean, let's be honest. It's the defenses that matter and how many points are they going to give up. All right? Western Michigan average is giving up 5 touchdowns a game at 35 points a game. They give up 168 yards a game on the ground, 4.3 yards per carry, 241 in the air, 7.3 yards per passing attempt. They're -1 on turnovers. Ball State on defense, +3 on turnovers. They also give up 27.6 points per game. Now, their run defense has been pretty stout, holding teams at 3.7 yards per carry at 134 yards a game on the ground. They're going to be going up against a Western Michigan offense that definitely loves to pound the run down somebody's throat, averaging 5.2 yards per running attempt. Now, they run 37 passing plays to 37 rushing plays to just 24 passing plays a game on average. They'll be going up against a Ball State defense that gives up 287 in the air 8.3 yards per passing attempt as well. Yeah, I don't see any snow in Muncie, Indiana. I see in the 50s. So either weather.com is wrong, but I don't see any snow in the forecast with a 50-degree weather. Which somebody's wrong. Now, when you start diving more in depth into this game, Ball State 4-11 against the spread in their last 5 years when playing at home on a Saturday. Ball State, winners of 4 straight. They lost their first game to Miami of Ohio, 38-31. Jay Shep, let me take a look at that real quick. You got the combo package? Let me take a look. Give me 1 second, brother. I'll take a look for you. As far as the total goes, even with the wind, knowing that you've got teams that love to run the ball, that predominantly run the ball, I still like the over. Now, my like for the over is a lean. The books have definitely juiced the totals as of late with the MAC, the last last 4 weeks, 3 weeks. Focus Sports says, considering the weather has to be below 32 degrees to get snow, somebody is definitely wrong, right? Jay Shep, you're all good to go. Check now, brother. But yeah, it doesn't need to be 32 degrees for it to have snow. You need 32 for it to stick on the ground and stay and accumulate. But as far as the total goes, I do lean towards the over in this one. I didn't like it enough to want to bet it myself. Okay? I did not like it enough to want to bet it myself. But I do lean towards it. I definitely lean towards the over. As far as the side of the game goes, I think it can go in either direction. I think this one's going to be decided by a touchdown. Whoever scores last wins. Maybe it's a field goal at the end. I think it's decided by whoever scores last. So for that, I'm off the side. I don't have a dollar on the total, but I do lean towards the over in this one. So I do lean towards the over in that. But again, as far as the side goes, I think whoever scores last. So to me, on whoever scores last game, I don't want to put my money on that. You know, Ball State's +3 on turnovers. Western Michigan's -1 on turnovers. Well, good morning to you too, Urban Sports. Says, what's everybody's picks today? Miss Robinson, thank you. Jumping on board Guaranteed Saturday. All right, folks, what we're going to do. What we're about to do now. Now, I know somebody asked earlier about the college basketball game that starts here shortly between Florida and Florida State. You got 3-0 Florida, 2-0 Florida State. As far as this game goes, first of all, I don't have a play on this game. I don't have a dollar on this game. I have nothing invested in this game. I have no financial interest in this game. Not for any particular reason, just the way the cookies crumbled, and I didn't have any money on this play. As far as this one goes, as much as I like Florida's program and what they've been doing down there with Michael White, leading the Gators, beating Army, Boston College, and Stetson. You know, Florida State, Leonard Hamilton and the Seminoles, 2-0, beat Indiana, took overtime 69-67, beat North Florida, and smashing them. Every one of Florida's games has been a smash fest as well. As much as I want to say, like, I really like Florida State, there's things about them that I don't. They can't hit a free throw through 2 games, though. So that number could really jump right back up after, you know, a good game or two. But as of right now, they struggle shooting the ball, 46.4%. Can't hit a free throw. Don't really play in the 2-foul participation as far as the quick early breakdown on this one. But I do lean towards Florida. I think Florida, even though they haven't faced a tough competition yet, I think the Gators will have enough in them to get the job done. As long as Keontae Johnson stays in the game, Scotty Lewis stays in the game, Noah Locke stays, and don't get in early foul trouble or anything like that, I think they'll have plenty of opportunities to keep it close, to keep it competitive. Florida State on paper, I'm sad to say, and maybe in reality they're the better team, but on paper they're not. On paper they're not. Now they've faced stiffer competition, aka Indiana. Took overtime to get rid of them. When you compare them side by side, just a quick little comparison. Florida comes in with the more efficient offense, ranked 20th compared to 32 Florida State. Their defenses are neck and neck. In our system, ranked 17th and 20th. Good teams win. Great teams cover the spread. Great teams cover the spread because of free throws in basketball. And I'll take the team over, in a 2-point game. You got one team hitting 76.3% of all their free throws, and the other in the 60s. I'll take the team that can knock down the free throws at the very end of the game. So Florida +2 is a nice little lean. Nice little early lean. First half number +0.5, nothing on the first half. So Florida +2 is a little lean. But what we're going to do now, and that game starts in 3 minutes. So I know somebody asked about that one, so I wanted to try and touch on that one just real quickly. But what we need to do now, I need to go refill this cup of coffee real quick. So I do apologize. We're going to take a quick little break for 5 minutes, then we'll be back. So you got time to go use the restroom, fill up a cup of coffee, nuke that burrito, whatever it is that you need to do, and we'll be right back And then when we get back, we're going to be breaking down a lot more college football action, more free plays, and putting money in your pocket. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. 5 short minutes. Haters gonna hate. We'll see you guys in 5.
Warning, this is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters.
Call it my battleground. I'm on the center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing no harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them
All right, we're back. It took a little longer than that to get the latte machine up and running, but we're back. Nonetheless, we're back. Woo! We got a frozen screen, I see. Welcome back. That is always a good luck thing when you come back to a frozen screen. So hopefully everybody's still here. Hopefully I didn't miss any fun comments. Alrighty. Eventually, there we go. It's back up on the screen for everybody. Now, for everybody that doesn't know, first of all, we're going to start breaking down some games. Welcome, Cap Nation Live. Going into the third hour. For everybody that doesn't know, I've been living under a rock for the last day. There. Give me one quick second here, folks. There is a new option on our website, or on our YouTube, right next to the subscribe button, which you guys all should be hitting. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We put out daily live shows, 7 days a week. 7 days a week. We put out live shows. 7 days a week, daily free play videos. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And then right next to the subscribe button is a new one called Join. If you click that one, it pops up many different, not many, but 2 different membership options through YouTube that come with some exclusive perks to YouTube members of the Cappers Direct YouTube channel. And what those get you, and they're really cheap, and it's going to give you guys a lot of fun stuff. $9.99 a month and $14.99 a month. Not $999, just $9.99 a month or $14.99 a month. What that gets you, the $9.99 a month gets you 1 members exclusive video a week that's only available to exclusive members. That'll have a breakdown and a free play in it. You also get 1 members only exclusive live show a week. So there'll be an additional live show a week that only members will have access to. We'll go over free plays, and we're probably going to be giving away a really big one here in a minute. Not here in a minute, but here in a day or two. Not only do you get the 1 extra exclusive, and it won't be a small free play either. They're going to be really good free plays because they're actually not free plays. You paid for a membership. So you get 1 exclusive video on YouTube, 1 exclusive live show. You also get an exclusive members-only live chat where only members can participate in it during the live shows, all the live shows. You also get access to custom emojis, badges, and there'll be more and more that pop up every single day, every single week. The more that we have sign up, the more that are made available to us to be able to create and use. You also get your name highlighted that when you post, everybody sees that you are a member. Now there's another option. Pat, welcome. Thank you. Pat joining the Cap Nation member. Thank you, Pat. Glad to have you on board for that. Now, the Cap Nation family member, which is $5 more, $14.99, you get everything that I just said, plus you get 1 additional video, and you also get 1 additional live show per week. So you get 2 live shows, exclusive live shows a week, and 2 exclusive videos a week, plus everything else. And then there'll probably be a discount on merchandise as well. That'll be added to it here shortly. Steven Susan, what did you say about the UFC picks? Only have the Bellator and the resources, but I bought the combo package. Hit the refresh button, Steven. Hit the refresh button and you should see it. Hitting the refresh button and you should see it. Give me 1 second, folks. Just checking one thing here. Okay. And the air fryer emoji. There it is, Pat. With the air fryer emoji. And the badges, the custom badges will be changing. The custom badges will be changing to our own unique ones here very, 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 very soon. And the first live show will be, I'm hoping, possibly tomorrow, if not more than likely Monday. More than likely Monday. Alex, you don't see the join button. Are you using a phone or are you using computer? Because it should be right next to the subscribe button. And what I will do is I will also post a link in the live chat that you can click on a link and it'll pop up as well. So give me 1 second. And I will post a link as well. And I don't believe the members only live chat. Is there a special guest Monday for the live show? Is there supposed to be a special guest on Monday for the live show? Depending on where I'm at, because I'm flying on Monday. Who knows, my wife might make a special guest appearance. Danny T says it's right next to the subscribe buttons, which is where it should be. Which is where it should be. Yes, Nico, they went out right before I went live. So if you did not get them, please do me a favor. Please send me a message. That way I can reply directly to your message. If for some reason you didn't get them. Just thought it was different. It is different. It's not Cappers Nation Live. It's going to be a special one-on-one live show that's going to be geared completely different. Going to be geared completely different. Will there be special guests? Yes, there will be special guests on Monday or whenever I do the first one. No, but will there be in the future? Yes. Alex, I just posted the link to it for the join button. Danny, I believe you just signed up, correct? Danny, I believe you literally just signed up just like 10 minutes ago, correct? Because if you did, give me 1 second, my phone's locking up on me. If you did, they're coming your way here shortly. Sticky Rice says UAB early Christmas present. Yeah, Danny, they're coming your way right now. Muff Lagger, if you don't have that option, I just posted a link. You can click on that link and join right there. My goal was, Danny, I just texted you right now. I just let you know that it was me. Let me know that you got it, please. My goal was to do the first one tomorrow. Mr. Lambert, thank you, sir, for joining. Thank you for jumping on as a member, a family member. Glad to have you in the fam. My hope was to do a live show tomorrow, and there might be more live shows than the one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. They'll be not nearly as long, that's for sure, but we won't have a lot of the barbershop or anything like that. They may be a live show where you catch me on the lake, you catch me in the car, you catch me in the sports book. So they're going to be a lot of fun. Will there be special guests? I've got some things lined up in the next couple weeks. They're going to be fun. They're definitely going to be fun. More free plays for everybody. Allie's View says the button's not on mine, which is weird. Out of curiosity, Allie and Muff, are you guys using a computer or a cell phone? Joe Free, will you get plays and breakdowns, official plays? You're going to get official plays for the membership package. They're not premium plays. They're not my personal plays, but you're going to get plays that I'm betting that are specifically for the YouTube membership, and they're not little small plays. There'll be stuff that's geared only towards the little YouTube membership. Alex, you're using a cell phone? I haven't tried it on my cell phone yet. Are you using the YouTube app? Out of curiosity. Daniel or Pat, I know you guys just signed up. Are you guys using a cell phone? There you go, Malik just did it. There you go, Malik. Malik, are you using a cell phone, brother? Thank you, Malik. Welcome to the family. Shane Johnson, if we miss the show and you have a YouTube membership, can we still view the program? Yes. From what YouTube has said, you should have every opportunity to view it if you miss it. It'll still be there. It'll still be there. I don't know if I can see it on mine, Alex, because I'm already logged in. So I don't have a subscribe button because I'm already logged in. But yeah, Pat, Alex, Pat, Malik. Now, Pat, are you and Malik, are you guys both using the YouTube app or using their website? But yeah, it's just another fun way. A lot of people asked for a members-only live feed, a members-only live show, a special live show just for members. This is the easiest way to do it, and it gives some added perks where a $9.99 membership for a month or a $14 membership for a month will pay for itself. Will definitely pay for itself in one play. Pat's using the app, Malik's using the app, Alex, so you should have the option. Or if you click the link that I just posted a little bit ago, it'll be right there. And I'll post the link again for you in the live chat. But hopefully we'll have one either tomorrow or Monday. Now, Monday I am flying. We're headed to Lake Tahoe on Monday. We'll be up there for the week. During the week, we come back on Friday. Just Monday through Friday. Just a little 5-night stay. 4-night stay, excuse me. Okay, Thomas G says if you're on the mobile device, you got to exit the live chat, and it says join below where you go to give the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Or Pat says maybe you need to update your app. That could be it as well. Jesus says, hey, Kyle, will this stop YouTube from shutting you down from time to time? Because every, 6 months we get put on a 1-week hiatus. I hope. I don't think it can hurt. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's not foolproof, but I'm sure it can't hurt. Justice, if you don't have it, click the link. Ooh. Spitting out the latte foam. If you don't have it on your phone, you probably need to update the app, or just click the link that I just posted. Alex, I don't know. That's weird. That's definitely weird. But you can click the link that I just posted. If not, I'll help you. We'll figure it out over the next day. All right, so we're gonna jump back into the breakdowns, and we've got some college football starting here in a little bit. So Florida up 11-6 early, 4 minutes in. Some good college basketball today. Some real good college basketball today. Nathan says 3-teamer, Kentucky, Tulane, Arizona, and South Dakota. College basketball, to be honest, Alex, try updating your app and let me know if that I'm curious if that fixes it. Focus Sports says right where the channel name is, you'll see join in blue. Click the join button. Click the edit button below. All right, folks. Focus Sports says if you have an iPhone, you won't see it. You'll have to do it from a laptop or a computer. Interesting. Interesting, Focus Sports. Is that a YouTube thing? I think that's a YouTube thing with the iPhone. Weird. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to see if there's a... I think it's an iPhone thing. Huh, good to know. Joe Free, can you have a good birthday pick? Possibly. Sounds like an Apple thing. Shane Johnson, Glenn W., welcome to the Cap Nation family and membership. Alrighty. So, and there's going to be new perks being added and all of that stuff. Scott says he's going to be live with me, so don't miss out. Muff Lager, welcome to the membership family. Justice as well, welcome to the Cap Nation family. Peter Reyes says, welcome me back on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so as well as with the memberships, there's been new things popping up with it as we get creative. I'm going to try and have a lot of fun. Justice said I had to go to the YouTube webpage. Good to know. Thank you, Justice. I'm going to try and have a lot of fun with this new YouTube channel membership and bring you guys more in the life behind the scenes as well as that. So if you guys follow our YouTube community page, there'll be members only posts that only members will be able to see as well. There's only one up there as of right now. I put a welcome one there yesterday as a test. I'll probably have a free play up there later today, a ticket for everybody as a welcome. So make sure you guys check our YouTube community page. If you're a member, I will post one at one point today. All right, so let's jump into the game breakdowns. Now, before we broke down the Western Michigan and Ball State game, we talked about an option to break down the Fighting Illini, the Illinois and Northwestern game. I'm going to do that one right now for you guys. Nathan asked, do I think Arkansas will put up a fight? Hit the rewind button before the break. Did a nice big breakdown. Not just anyone, Justice, but if I know who you are, then yeah. I'm not going to just let some random Yahoo. You know what I mean? But for you, yeah. Just about anybody, yeah. All right, so we're going to break down this one. The Fighting Illini Northwestern is coming up next. And then we'll bounce around. We'll start doing some other games. We'll try and take a look at some college basketball if we get time. Because I know we're running out of time, and we're going to try and pick up the pace here, especially like we do our 5-minute breakdowns. We'll try and pick up the pace here. Game 405, 406. And we will start having some fun. More fun. More fun, that is. Alrighty, so Fast Freddy says UCLA is favored by the pundits over your USC football today. Okay. Cool. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a very great game. I think it'll be a competitive game, too. Aaron says, nice to see more members online. And actually, Aaron, I did want to say thank you. You were, and I'm going to double check, but I believe you were one of the first to grab it last night. As soon as the video went out, Aaron, I know you jumped on board it. So thank you. And I am pretty positive, and I'm going to double check. Actually, Aaron, you were actually the exact same time as Mr. Engel. So you two can split the, say that you guys were first. Not many people can do that anymore on things. So, all right, now, breaking down this game. Of course, I'm on the wrong one. I clicked on Eastern Michigan game. One day we'll get it straight. This game 423 and 424. I was off by a couple digits. You've got Minnesota 2-3 straight up. 2-3 against the spread. Nebraska 2-4 straight up. 3-3 against the spread. Justice says Aaron knows a good thing when he sees it. Absolutely. Aaron says, no worries, let's grow the nation. We definitely will. It's going to be fun. It's actually going to be fun. The exclusive live shows are going to be a blast, I think. You guys will see a whole different side of the ball game. Oh, Raymond, you can sign up at any time, brother. You can sign up at any time. There's no requirement to sign up to it. There's no requirement to sign up to it. You've got Nebraska laying 8.5 minus 108. Minnesota plus 8.5 minus $1.12. David, you can sign up at any time. It's through YouTube. You can sign up at any time. Over and under 61.5 is the total on this one. First half total at 30.5, with Minnesota catching 5.5 in the first half. Individual team total points, Minnesota sitting at 24.5. Nebraska, 35. When you start taking a look at this game, Minnesota coming off a win over Purdue last week, beating them 34-31. Minnesota's season has been ups and downs with more downs than ups. They lost to Michigan, lost to Maryland in a 45-44 game. They beat the Fighting Illini 41-14. They lost to Iowa in a beatdown where we took Iowa. Then they came back and they beat Purdue 34-31 as a 2.5-point dog, winning by 3. Nebraska, on the other hand, lose 2, win 1, lose 2, win 1. Now, are they going to lose the next 2? Hopefully, we'll be able to find out. You know, they opened up the year losing to Ohio State and Northwestern. And I know I said that we were going to do the Northwestern and Fighting Illini game, and we will. We'll do that one after this. They came back, they beat Penn State 30-23. They lost to the Fighting Illini 41-23. They lost to Iowa 26-20. They ended up beating Purdue 37-27, beating them by 4 as a 1-point dog. Minnesota has had time off. They haven't played since the 20th of November. They've had all day long, over 3 weeks to prepare for this game. Minnesota averaging 30 points per game, averaging 198 on the ground, 4.5 yards per carry, 210 in the air, 8.2 yards per passing attempt. Nebraska averaging 23.3 points per game, 176 on the ground, 4.4 yards per carry. They're averaging 6.7 yards per passing attempt, 192 in the air. When it comes to defense, Minnesota giving up the 34.8 points per game, nearly 35, nearly 7 touchdowns a game. They gave up 216 in the air, 216 yards on the ground, 6.8 yards per rushing attempt. You want to be successful against Minnesota, run the ball. They give up 241 in the air, 8.7 yards per passing attempt. You want to be successful against Minnesota, air it out as well. They're -2 on turnovers. Unfortunately for Nebraska, they're -6 on turnovers. Nebraska gives up just 31.7 points per game. I say just, but it is 3.1 less than what Minnesota gives up. They give up 171 on the ground, 4.1 yards per carry. Again, you want to be successful against Nebraska? Run the ball. All right, they give up 239 in the air, 7.6 yards per passing attempt. As far as this one goes, I don't have a dollar on this game. I don't have a dollar on this game. Nebraska laying the 8.5. I like it. But I think the 8.5 is a lot. Shane, which player? And that's horrible. It says Florida's best player just collapsed on the floor and taken to the hospital. That is absolutely horrible. I'm trying to see if I can see who now. It's probably all over Twitter. Johnson? Oh, man. I hope he's going to be okay. That's a major blow to lose Keontae Johnson. Was stretchered off the court against Florida State. Graham Hall, the Gainesville Sun reports. Johnson appeared to pass out after a timeout early in the first half Saturday and was brought off the court on a stretcher as a result. The exact nature of his issues isn't yet known, but the team may release more information regarding his status in the coming days. That was just released. Yeah, Keontae Johnson. As far as marking that one as a loser, because Keontae Johnson is out, the 6'5" power forward, Anthony DeRuggi, will fill in next for him. More than likely, Anthony DeRuggi will be on the court. Should be anyways. This kid can play as well. He's actually got the height advantage as well. It says that he passed out coming off a timeout. It's horrible. Thoughts and prayers to him. Thoughts and prayers for Keontae Johnson. I don't care what any team, any player from either side. Nathan says usually teams rally off of that. Yeah, that's horrible. That's sad. That's sad. Scotty Lewis will fill in as well. Scotty Lewis, the 6'5" sophomore, will fill in as well. As far as the Minnesota and Nebraska game, I like Minnesota. I like Nebraska. I think the 8.5 is not to my liking. If it was a touchdown, I could see myself wanting to bet it. Taking a look at how they both just played Purdue. Nebraska beat them 37-27 as a 1-point dog. Minnesota beat them 34-31 as a 2.5-point dog. Now, one got blown out by Iowa, the other hung tough. Justice Health is definitely the most important thing in this world. That is 100% for sure. But again, I like Nebraska. I know the line opened up 10.5 down to 8.5 now. It's trending downwards. Just not a major fan of it. Just not a major fan of this number. Dr. Franco feels the same way, man. Thank you, Nathan. I've trimmed it a couple times. I was letting it grow out because I'm going to be up in the snow, snowboarding up in Lake Tahoe on Monday. So I trimmed it once, and then I've let it grow out, and it needs another trim but I figured I'm going to be up in the mountain man country, so I might as well keep my face warm. Yes, Jared, I'm aware of who's inactive, and that's why I still only lean towards it. By all means, feel free to go mortgage your house, title loan your cars, and put your money on it. But for myself, it's just a lean. I lean towards Nebraska laying the 8.5. I just don't like the 8.5 number. I just don't like the 8.5 number. On a team that's won 2 games this entire year, they beat Penn State by 7, and they beat Purdue by 10. Laying 8.5 in a conference game that's going to be competitive. Justice, which Richmond post on Twitter? Fast Freddy says, Florida, you're right, Florida basketball players are poor foul shooters. Which Richmond post are you talking about, Justice? I haven't been on Twitter this morning at all. I wish you the best of luck, Jared. I wish you the best of luck. I wish everybody the best of luck. I haven't seen anything that it was canceled today. Oh, you mean the one yesterday about St. John's and Seton Hall? That's what you're talking about? All right, so we're going to break down another game. We're going to break down another game. We're going to get that Fighting Illini game broken down now. One way or another, game 425, 426. Illinois Northwestern coming up next. Not a problem, Jared. I like I said, I wish you the best of luck in your bet. I lean towards Nebraska. I just don't have any money on it. I think the 8.5 is, myself personally, in my opinion, the 8.5 is a lot to bet on a team that's got 2 wins and has only won by 8.5 or more once. Tom M., my opinion on Alabama, hit the rewind button, brother, about an hour and did a nice big breakdown on the Alabama-Arkansas game. But yeah, I do lean towards them, but don't have $1 on it. Don't have $1 on it. All right, so Fighting Illini, Northwestern. Illinois 2-4, straight up 3-3 against the spread. 3-3 to the over. Northwestern 5-1, straight up 4-2 against the spread. 1-5 to the over, which means 5-1 to the under. Northwestern coming in as a near 2-touchdown favorite, laying 13 points, minus 525 on the money line, and a total over and under 41 points. First half numbers. Northwestern laying 7, total over and under 20.5. Team total points, Fighting Illini set at 13, Northwestern 27. What time will I be going over the Miami and UNC game? I don't have a time set, nor is that game, I don't have a predetermined schedule of games that we're going to be breaking down. Now, when you start taking a look at this game, first of all, taking a look at the Fighting Illini, coming off their loss to Iowa, lost by 2 touchdowns, 35-21. Northwestern was able to get rid of Iowa. They beat them, sorry, Jeff, by 1 back on Halloween before Iowa really started turning on the Jets. Before that, the Fighting Illini had 2 straight wins, beating Rutgers and Nebraska. Beat them Nebraska 41-23 and Rutgers 23-20. They struggled to start the year, dropping 3 straight games. You know, in a very short season, every game matters. Fighting Illini 9-1 against spread on the road against lesser passing teams averaging less than 6.5 yards per attempt. Northwestern is 26-7 to the under at home when coming in as a favorite. And Northwestern 11-20 against the spread at home against mediocre teams, being outscored by opponents by more than 4.5 yards per point. Sorry, 4.5 yards per game. When you take a look at Northwestern, I mean, lights out to start the season. Beating Maryland, beating Iowa, beating Nebraska, beating Purdue, beating up Wisconsin 17-7. Then they play Michigan State. They give up 20 points to Michigan State. They beat them 29-20. They're laying 13 points here. They beat Maryland by 40. They beat Iowa by 1. They beat Nebraska by 8. They beat Purdue by 7. They beat Wisconsin by 10. And they beat Michigan State by 9. Here they are laying 13. Now, Iowa just did beat the Fighting Illini, as we discussed, by 14. Nebraska did just beat them by 8. And you can compare some of these numbers side to side. They beat Nebraska by 8. Purdue beat them by 7. I think the number on this one is definitely off, in my opinion. When you start taking a look at the numbers, first of all, Illinois averaging 21.7 points per game compared to the 24.8 of Northwestern. Fighting Illini can run the ball. They average 210 yards a game on the ground, 5 yards a carry, 166 in the air, 6.6 yards per passing attempt. Joseph, good morning. There's not much on it just yet. Northwestern, when they're on offense, they're averaging 130 on the ground, 3.1 yards per carry. Definitely struggle to establish the run, or really much offense. How they're actually 5-1, and they're actually averaging less than 330 yards a game on offense is absolutely amazing. It's their defense that's been holding them in games, especially low-scoring games. They average 197 on the ground, 197 in the air, 5.9 yards per passing attempt. One of the most anemic offenses in college football, let alone with a record of 5-1. Now, when you take a look at defenses, that's where this game matters. You know, the Fighting Illini giving up 32.5 points a game. They give up 4.7 yards per carry at 195 on the ground. They give up 251 yards in the air at 8.6 yards per passing attempt. Even though they give up all these yardage, I still don't think Northwestern will put up a lot of yards in this game. They'll put up their 330 and they'll be content for some strange, odd reason. Now, their defense is top-notch. They give up 15.3 points per game. They're holding teams to 3.7 yards per carry at 116 on the ground. They give up 5 yards per passing attempt at 206 in the air. Both teams are plus in the turnover department, plus 5 for Northwestern, plus 6 for the Fighting Illini. As far as this one goes, give me 1 second, folks. 1 quick second. Just need to make sure one more time everybody that's on my plays is getting them. So just give me 1 quick second. Guaranteed Saturday is today, yes. One more second, just making sure that everybody is on them that's supposed to be on them. If you did not get my text message this morning, because apparently some did not get it, but if you're on my personal plays and you did not get my text message this morning, definitely reach out, send me a text. That way I could resend it to you. All right. So as far as this one goes, I lean towards the dog here. I lean towards, and I know I'm crazy, but the Fighting Illini plus 13, I expect this to be a low-scoring game. I like Illinois here laying the 13, or excuse me, catching the 13. Yeah, Florida State up by 3 now with Keontae Johnson out. Big turn of events there. Florida's turning it over. That'll happen. But I do lean towards the Fighting Illini, as strange as it may sound. Yes, Northwestern got the best of them last year by 19. And I don't have it. Again, a lean is a lean. A lean is something we lean on. It's not always something that I'm always firing on. I mean, I'll be honest. We've got, 4 premium plays that I've already bet on. I don't need to bet on everything that I lean on. I'll maybe turn it into a play later on. But I don't always have to bet the leans because I'm just leaning towards it. I don't need to have action on every game. I break them down for you guys. I lean towards one side to hopefully help you guys if you guys are leaning in a certain direction. And if it's something I really like and I bet, I'm going to tell you guys. Flat out. Flat out. Now, we're going to do another game because it is getting late. First of all, if you're not on Guaranteed Saturday, you can get on Guaranteed Saturday until 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It is a football game. We do have a guarantee on it. We know no game in the world is guaranteed, but our guarantee policy is. That's where the guaranteed part of the name comes from. Guaranteed to win, or we will give you the next one absolutely free. You ain't going to need that part because it's a flat-out winner. All right? It is a flat-out winner. Alex says, I'm back. Hopefully I didn't miss nothing. Just some leans, just some breakdowns. Oh, give me 1 second. I see somebody signed up. Need to make sure they get my plays. Rich, thank you for jumping on board. The big combo package, it's one hell of a deal. Week of premium plays, week of my personal plays, guaranteed Saturday, the max fight pick, and the big Sunday NFL play. Jalen says, Rob, we've been on the same exact page today. I like it. I like it. Like when people are rolling with it. Great minds think alike. All right, we're going to break down another game here in just a minute. But don't go anywhere. Be back in just a short, quick 10 seconds. And we're back. And we're back. We're back. Just teasing you guys. We're back. We didn't go nowhere. Ryan, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you as well. Definitely going to be a big day today. All right, so we're going to break down another game here. Fast 10 seconds. Thought I'd get you guys going on that one, right? Like, man, this guy's going on another coffee break. We're doing another coffee break. SpongeBob ran into that rock twice in a second. Fast Freddy, how's my golf game? It's non-existent as of late. Lately, it seems like I play once a year. I'm a true 20 handicap, actually 18. I don't want to sell myself short. I'm a true 18 handicap. I did get it down to 10.4 once. That was my personal record. But at that time, I was playing 5 days a week. And I was at the course 6 days a week. It's before marriage and kids and all of that. But yeah, I'm an 18. Golf game sucks, but I sure have a lot of fun doing it. Marcus, thanks for jumping on board the UFC Max Fight Pick. Corey, thanks for jumping on board the Max Fight Pick. Rich, Daniel, thanks for jumping on board the big combo package. Jesus, thanks for jumping on board the UFC Fight Package as well. All right, so we're going to break down another game for everybody. Put everybody on a free play here. Remember, we may not just go down and give out free play after free play after free play after free play, but one thing is certain. I give quality. Now, we may not win every free play. I mean, free plays this week are 10-6 for 62.5%. Not bad. Last week was even better than that. We started out the week hot. Should have been better. We actually should be at 11-5, but Nevada getting screwed on that first and goal, on that fumble that wasn't a fumble. Should be better, but, you know, we'll take what we've got so far for this week. Now, when we start, I'll talk about that later. All right, breakdown coming up. We're going to break down the Central Michigan Toledo game, 3 p.m. Eastern time game. MAC action. Central Michigan, Toledo coming up next. If you're looking for the game number, I'll have that here for you shortly. Little 3 p.m. action. Game 409 and 410. Coming right up. Give me 1 second here, popping everything up for it. Paul, thank you for jumping on board 3 days of my personal plays. I'm actually sending them to you now if you're watching the live show, because I have a couple of them starting shortly. Okay. What do we need to know about this game? Central Michigan, Toledo, taking a look at the number. Central Michigan coming in plus 11, a plus 330 dog. Toledo laying 410 on the money line. Total over and under 54.5 as of right now. The number has definitely jumped on this one. Game 409, 410. Central Michigan 3-2 straight up, 3-2 against the spread. Starting out winning 2 straight games against Ohio and Northern Illinois. Faltering by 8 to Western Michigan. Winning against Eastern Michigan. They covered that spread, barely. Then they just lost to Ball State, and they got slaughtered. 45-20. The other side of the field, you're going to have Toledo. 3-2 straight up, 3-2 against the spread. Win one, lose one, win one, lose one. They're coming off a win. So do they lose today as a big 4-10 favorite? We're going to find out. All right, they are coming off their win over Northern Illinois, beating them 41-24. They've had 3 of their 5 games go over the total. Their last game did go over the total. Their game against Ball State before that they lost 27-24. They were a 9.5-point favorite. They lost outright by 3. That game stayed under the total. Before that, when they win, they cover the spread. When they lose, they do not cover this, because they're a favorite. Well, they were a favorite in all but one game this year against Western Michigan. They are a 1.5-point dog, and they ended up losing. When you start diving into the numbers, first of all, they both combined average 70.2 points per game. Central Michigan averages 33 points a game, 222 on the ground, 5.1 yards per carry. 210 in the air, 7 yards per passing attempt. Toledo averages 37.2 points per game, 177 on the ground at 4.4 yards per carry, 338 in the air at 9.1 yards per passing attempt. When it comes to defense, both teams combined giving up 56 points combined, 31.4 for Central Michigan, giving up 3.2 yards a carry, 131 on the ground. 304 in the air, 9.7 yards per passing attempt is what they give up. When it comes to Toledo on defense, they still give up points. They give up 24.6 points per game. They give up 116 on the ground, 3.4 yards per passing attempt, and they get torched in the secondary, giving up 247 and 7.2 yards per passing attempt. No mistake, though, Central Michigan's secondary has definitely been suspect and gives up yardage. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Now, Central Michigan +3 on the turnovers. Even Steven for Toledo. Toledo coming in 6-0-1 to the over versus an opponent after a game with a turnover margin of -3 or worse. Thomas G, welcome to the Cap Nation YouTube membership. Thank you for hitting that join button, and I look forward to being able to deliver you as well as everybody the exclusive live shows, the exclusive member-only videos. And remember, nothing is changing as far as what we put out daily. Everything else is just an added bonus. All right? So, Central Michigan, Toledo, on this game. I hear the crickets. I hear some crickets. We've got a good one coming in, folks. We've got a good one coming in. Free play coming your way. Free play coming your way. Right off the premium play card. Right off the premium play card. Now, we gave this one out. Thomas G backing up the Cap Nation armored truck. And if you notice, which you probably can't see, I bet with the GOAT logo on the back and the side of that truck. As far as this game goes, free play coming your way. Free play. All right, free play coming your way. Central Michigan. Toledo. We gave out the over in this MAC one. I'm not scared of the weather. Now, we gave it out. It's already moved a point. All right, we gave it out as a premium play when it was 53.5. It's 54.5 as of right now. After my last look, it's 54.5. And I'm not concerned with the extra point movement, all right? We don't put out a play when we're really worried about 1 point. So we're going to put it up on this board here. We're going to put it up on this board, all right? Central Mich, Toledo. We'll put it it out at 54.5. Even though we put it out at 53.5, that's what the premium plays are. You guys didn't get it at that. You guys are getting it at 54.5 as of right now. That's what's up on the board as of now. As of now. Okay? Now, if the game goes much higher than that, I still have all the confidence in the world of it, but I would definitely advise betting it sooner rather than later. That way, you get the best possible line. Because remember, the object of this game is beating the closing line. Because if you're on the right side of the play and you beat the closing line consistently, you will have more wins. Love. Ronald, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Now, as far as the side of the game, Central Michigan, Toledo, no real opinion when it comes to the side. However, Toledo should smash them. Joe Jet, you're killing me. Go Navy. I don't have $1 on that game, but I'm rooting for my midshipmen. But I do lean towards Toledo here. I think they are definitely the better team. Moving the ball, not just running, but passing the ball as well. Favorites have won 11 straight games against the spread in this matchup. Chris says it's 53 at your book. Fire away. And by the way, that is a premium play. All right, that is a premium play for everybody. Watford is winning 1-0 in that England championship game. Or they won 1-0. See, I knew we should have fired on it. That was a nice little lean this morning. Now, as far as later goes, and for everybody that wasn't here earlier, put out a parlay, and it's not an official parlay or anything like that. It was more for fun. It was more for fun. So for everybody that missed it, here's what we put out. I'll flash it across the screen again. That way everybody has a chance to see it again. That way you guys can see it. There it is up on the screen. I'll leave it there for a second. That way you guys can write it down. This is a soccer parlay. Little 350 parlay that pays $1,063. Give me 1 second, folks. Alrighty. So we'll get back to the main screen. That is that soccer parlay that we did. Shane, can we please break down the Iowa and Wisconsin college football game? Yes, I'll do that game for you, Shane. We'll do that one for you, then we'll send you guys on your merry way. I think we see some scoring in the Utah-Colorado game. I think we see some scoring in that game. Let me pop up that game for you guys. Where are you? There it is. Game 385, 386. Popping up the game information. We'll break it down. Put you guys on, hopefully, the correct path. Dan, no, Barron has not. They start in 20 minutes. Blake says, go Army, beat Navy. No way. No way, no way, no way. Utah touchdown, very nice. I don't mind seeing points in that game. All right, Wisconsin, Iowa. Wisconsin laying the 2.5 as of right now, minus 105. You can get them laying 2, minus $1.15. Plus 2.5, minus $1.15 for Iowa. Total over and under 41. Florida got rolled on in the first half, down by 10, 45-35, with Keontae Johnson going out, and that's a really sad. To Wisconsin and Iowa. First half numbers, Wisconsin laying 1/2. Total set over 20.5 points. You got Wisconsin 2-2 straight up, 2-2 against the spread, 2-2 to the over. Iowa 5-2 straight up, 5-2 against the spread, 3-4 to the over. Ranked team, the whole works, yada, yada, yada. Number 16 as a dog at home. Talk about being disrespected. Now, I get it. Wisconsin got the best of them by 2 points last year in Wisconsin, 24-22. When you start taking a look at these numbers, first of all, Wisconsin 16, 7-2 against the spread on the road against a high-scoring team averaging 32 points a game or more. Iowa is just 1-9 against the spread their last 10 games at home on a winning streak of 4 or more games. Iowa has won 5 straight, so when they're at home on a winning streak of 4 or more games, they usually shit the bed. Sorry, Jeff. Iowa 11-4 to the under at home against resilient defenses, allowing more than 17.25 yards per point. When you take a look at their last couple matchups, Wisconsin, then Iowa. Wisconsin has won 4 straight. The over has hit 3 straight. The road team has won straight up 4 out of the last 5 meetings. The favorite has only covered 3 times. Road teams are 10-3 against the spread in this rivalry. When you start looking at the numbers, screw the rivalry. Screw what happened 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, and even last year. Iowa is a different team this year. They're averaging 32.3 points per game. They could actually score this year. All right, they're averaging 4.7 yards per carry, 177 on the ground. They could actually somewhat move the ball in the air, averaging 196 in the air, 6.1 yards per passing attempt. And no, I don't drink the Iowa Kool-Aid, but they sure have made me a lot of money this year. You've got Wisconsin averaging 26.8 points per game, 200 on the ground at 4.4 yards per carry, 202 in the air at 6.8 yards per passing attempt. But you need to take a look at the defenses. Both teams are stingy on D. Let's start with Wisconsin. Their run game is top-notch, but Iowa's is no slouch either, right behind them. Wisconsin giving up 12.2 points per game. 2.9 yards per carry is what they give up. But then again, teams only run the ball against them 24 times. They're usually playing from behind, so they need to air out the ball. Their defense or secondary giving out just 157 in the air, 5.5 yards per passing attempt, and they're -2 on turnovers. Iowa is +8 on turnovers. A 10 turnover differential for an Iowa team that gives up just 17.3 points per game. They give up 3 yards a carry, 115 yards a game on the ground. And let me tell you, teams try and run the ball against them. They're just not successful. All right? They average defending 39 run plays to just 34 passing plays. Their air attack on defense, they give up just 6.2 yards per passing attempt. Their passing defense has definitely helped them along the way. They give up 211 yards a game on the through the air. It's that +8 that I love in this situation. They're a 2-point dog at home. They're disrespected. They are the 16th ranked team in the country. Yes, they have 2 losses. My USC team has 0. And we're ranked ahead of you, Jeff, by the way. We're 15th. We should be higher than that. I think your 16th ranking is a little high. However, you're still disrespected. Iowa is the better team. Personal opinion, Iowa is the better team. This is a strong lean. A strong lean. Now, remember, when I give out a strong lean, I put 500 or 750 on it. I bet 3,000 on every one of our premium plays, at least. So when I put out a strong lean, I put 500 or 750 on it. I'm betting either a sixth or a quarter of what I normally bet. So just because I put 500 on it or 750 doesn't mean you should just go out there and fire everything you got on it. Or you should put 500 on it. All right? Bet accordingly to your bankroll. All right? Bet according to your bankroll. Actually, +2.5 as of right now. It's funny. The money line is +107. Or you could take them at +2.5. At -$1.15. 22-cent differential, and you can get +2.5 points. And I lied. I bet it for 1,000 to win 1,000 at +2.5. So it's 1/3 of what I normally bet on a premium play. So there's the strong lean. There's the strong lean. And we might as well put that one on the board as well because it's bet, it's bet. All right? It's bet, it's bet. And if you guys would like to see that one for transparency, because I promise you there's no other service that will show you a $1,000 winner. All right? And I probably, if I was paying attention, probably should have bought it up to 3 just to be safe. But hey, I think they're a live dog today. And I think they get the job done. I don't even think, to be honest, I don't even think you need the 2.5 points. But the difference between -$1.15 and +107, they could take that +107, shove it up their rear, and I'll take the 2.5 points at -$1.15 all day long over that one. Smart man would. Now, granted, they may end up losing the game by 3, and then I'm just another sucker born. But I do believe in them. I think they get the job done. I'll be honest, this one almost made my personal plays today. This one almost made my personal plays today, but I didn't want to get Jeff all excited and get him going this morning. But I do like them. I like them even better that they're +2.5 than they were +2. So here's a copy of it. And I promise you, no other sports service out there on YouTube with their daily free play videos will show you anything like this. All right? Betting in their flipping basements. Beep! Gotta beat my ass out. All right, so round of applause because that's going to be a nice winner and an additional free play for everybody. And I'm going to put it up on the board. I'm going to put it up on the board because I'm in a good mood. You guys just squeezed an extra one out of me. You guys can all thank Shane for this one. Everybody give Shane a round of applause. If we lose, we can all thank Shane as well. It's all Shane's fault no matter what. Thomas G dropping the Cap Nation exclusive members emojis. There it is on the board as well for everybody that needs to see the board as well. Remember to go over what the Cap Nation memberships are. Next to the subscribe button, first of all, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Next to the subscribe button. Next to the subscribe button is a join button. If you click on that join button, it gives you two options. There's a $9.99 membership, and I just posted a link to it right now. There's a $9.99 membership and then a $14.99 membership. What they give you. Obviously, they give you the access to the custom emojis, and there's going to be more of them here in the next couple days. You get custom badges. You get your name highlighted when you make a post. That way I can see it's a member, and we pay more attention to those. You also get one for the $9.99 membership, the Cap Nation membership. You get one members-only exclusive video a week with a breakdown in the game. And these aren't just basic free plays. These are good free plays that I'm absolutely betting. You get one of those a week. You also get access to one members-only live show a week that is exclusive for live or for members that will be held live every single week. And that's for members only. Now, the $14.99 membership gets everything that the lower one gets, plus they get an additional video, members exclusive video a week, as well as an additional live show membership each and every single week. All you got to do is click the join button. And that's not taking away from premium plays or my personal plays. This was actually at a request from you guys. YouTube opened it up to us. So many people have been asking us to request getting this stuff. The members exclusive live shows is what it was for. Yep, Arkansas getting ready to put up points on Alabama. Alabama put up 3. It's 3-0 Alabama. Arkansas threatening to score. 4th and goal. Going to be tying it up here more than likely. From the 9. Georgia up 7-0, getting the ball back. Wake Forest up 7-0. Western Michigan winning 3-0. Eastern Michigan winning 7-0. Penn State 4th and goal from the 6. Utah up 7-0 with the ball. Really at midfield. Uh-oh. All right, folks, I do have to go. I've been live for over 3 hours. Sorry, Joe, don't have time to do BYU. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a members-only video if I have a chance later on today. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. If you haven't already done so, hit that thumbs up button. We definitely appreciate it when you do. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. Good luck to everybody. Always bet responsibly. Always bet within your means. Always don't do anything stupid. And we'll see everybody live. And Minnesota just scored. I like it. You know that shitty team? 26-yard touchdown run. Thomas G, thank you. Ronald, thank you. Jace, thank you. Morning, haha, and goodbye. Thank you, yes. Aaron, you're welcome. Alex, you're welcome. All right, folks, time to get on out of here. All right, time to get on out of here. We will see everybody live tomorrow for the NFL edition. Bright and early in the morning. 9 a.m. Eastern Time. 6 Pacific. Don't miss tomorrow's live show. Take it easy, everybody. We'll see you guys all tomorrow. Good luck, everybody. Have a great Sunday. Or Saturday. Have a great Saturday. We ain't to Sunday yet. We got a lot of winning to do. Good luck, everybody.